This is one more that's come up here. Something will happen and I'll just blame it on these agents. I could care less about whether or not it's accurate. If you got how balls to walls incompetent you are, you would get this. So I don't care about it being accurate, but then you go, oh look, you're inaccurate, you believe this. It's all over the place. No, that's you chasing your own tail. You're the ones who have, all that small shit, all sorts of dumb stuff. That's your game. You gotta be, you are accurate about it. I didn't think about it. Man, keep your ignorance. They found that one out before also. This is not a new point. That is them coloring their own beliefs about me. Now I am not accurate. And they're seeing that all over the place. And then in the meantime, I'm analyzing all sorts of shit and looking at all sorts of shit in front of their faces, and they don't even realize it for what it is. Hello? So you went accusing me of your own bullshit, actually. You accuse me of being sloppy, and quite literally, same as always, I'm just noting you fucking up in the psychology department, technology, computer programs, you name it. And if you think I'm cleaning up the whole file, fucking forget it. Why don't you Germans do it? You got no reason for holding me in. Here's one more they do. My response to something gets replaced with their response. I just go along with it. I've already pointed all this shit out to you. You're incompetent fuck-ups. Goddamn you all, each and every one of you, to fucking hell, except any goddamn honeypot I'm interested in. Fuck all of you. That's it for the kid shit. That's what you've been doing the entire time and fucking away. Just slapping your shit on. You didn't have half the problem you had until you put technology in my head, and you fucking got there. That's the point. I didn't put you there. You put yourselves there. Which gets back to a point in Horvat putting technology in my head in the very beginning. Oh yeah, always criticizing and looking down on people. How stupid do you think you are? I mean, how stupid are you? That's them. That's also not where I'm at. If I insult you, it's because you actually fucked up. That is the point. I insult people's intelligence based on their mistakes, especially when they continue to make them and insist that they've made none. Strangely enough, that is the way that works. But the way they affect me with everybody else is a load of shit here. It doesn't change how I actually am. They're right back to trying to affect me with David Icke and shit like this. It's stupid. You don't change me at all. That's how Horvat is. She looks down on people. Anybody she senses might be more intelligent, better than her at something, you name it. But none of this has to do with me. But the thing is, I was never this way until they, strangely enough, put voices in my head in 2009. You don't rewrite me with this technology. All you do is you affect me, and then you smoke your technology bullshit, like switching my response for a technology response. Keep your ignorance. I am not pointing out all of your bullshit because you keep doing it, and you keep doing it because you didn't clean one fucking thing up. If you'd started cleaning up everything I'd brought up, you fuck-ups, you would know not to be playing games in the first place with technology. May 25th, 4:19 p.m. 2024. It is Saturday. This is for you, Jurgen. So, I think I've got a few things sorted out here in regards to these agents in Horvat. Yeah, I'm going to make this very clear. Everybody had their chance for getting Horvat and her officers. After the performance of agents and agencies here, I mean, I've had proof twice. You've gone along with evidence being stolen twice. Just all the extra shit that's gone on since Phoenix when really you should have woken up. I mean, that's you having to exert effort to not be able to figure out my profile at this point. Yeah, so then we've got Patsy here and Horvat. So really, from the scheme of things here, just so that you understand, it's all done with Horvat and her officers. The one thing that I've learned, the one thing I agree with them on, is the whole system is stupid. The whole thing's stupid. They've got to call up and ask for permission to murder and this and that. And the reality is you do it all anyhow. Furthermore, you're not even accurate in regards to what you do here. So the whole thing's just a lie and a joke. That's where I agree with Horvat and her officers. It's just stupid. So with me, Horvat and her officers are in the past. Now, I've been getting hit up with technology in regards to Horvat and her officers. I took it as Horvat being frustrated that she can't get a reaction from me. That's because I put Horvat into perspective. I see her the same way I saw her all the way back in 2002. She thought she's invisible and, waving herself in front of my face and I don't see her. And the reality is I could see her totally. So she'd do these big setups, and then when she'd get there, she'd find out I watched her do it the whole time and wait. That's all the way back in 2002. This is where they start affecting me when I have an insult for you. Stay broken. Yeah, you're amazing. So then we have Patsy here, and then Patsy's pretending to be Horvat. Horvat's pretending to be Patsy. And so what we have here is Patsy and her officers refuse to clean up their profiling mistakes here. Furthermore, it's obvious for anybody in interviews that at the least mistakes have been done here. And you've got no witness, so that's the way it is. It's mistakes. But they have not done it. What Patsy is about here is insisting on killing me instead of cleaning her shit up. That's not, what do I tell you? So, the FBI is going to have a mess right here. At the very least, my doing interviews and my speaking, for the sake of my ass here. Well, they're incompetent, they're stupid, they're dangerous. Take a look at what they believe. Take a look at my profile, which is blatantly obvious for what it is, and then take a look at what the FBI is doing. They've been totally hijacking me in regards to Horvat and her officers. I'm not with Horvat and her officers either, is the other end of it. But my point is, you've been listening to Patsy and her officers here. You're going on their mistakes. I've been pointing out their mistakes, and mistakes with technology. You've not cleaned it up. Do you understand what you're doing? You are going on the mistakes of other people here. Just because you're just blindly trusting them, they're agents, they must be correct. A little newsflash for you, that's not how the rest of the world's going to be looking at the FBI here. I have been telling you, you should be cleaning your shit up here, and that's for the sake of your own asses. I've been giving you a reality check all the way through this, and you made it about my goddamn ego. The reason why and yes, I bring it up when I get angry, because you are so balls to the walls incompetent, and I am paying for it. You went rewriting that. You understand? You're going down on Patsy's ship here. The thing is, they hit me up with technology, computer programs, trying to make me angry at Horvat and her officers. You just take me for the technology ride. It doesn't change a damn thing. But the thing that stood out for me is that this happened after these agents found out, well, I'm fine with Horvat and her officers. They and I are fine. I'm neutral. I don't have any issues with Horvat and her officers. The truth of the matter is they're right. They are the only ones who are fair and honest about what it is they do in this whole entire program, and agents and agencies. You're all full of shit. So, my point is, I communicated to these agents, well, I'm not angry at Horvat and her officers. Why would I be? They happen to be right. You people are the biggest bunch of fakes on the goddamn planet. Hello? So then I get hit up later with all these technology anger computer programs in regards to Horvat and her officers. Forget it. I go right back to being myself here. So this is on Patsy. And the reality is I could just carve Patsy into little tiny bits and pieces here if I wanted to. I could point out all sorts of shit. The reality is I've given you enough that you could already have cleaned this shit up. This would be ended. You would understand my book and interviews are a one-time deal, and for getting out of the country and starting my new life. Real simple. Peaceful resolutions all the way around. This entire mess is on Patsy at this point. Don't kid yourselves. Then they go trying to sell my anger towards them as being dangerous and a threat. That's not how any other fucking psychologist or person out here is going to be looking at it. They're going to be saying, well, he's angry, and it's no goddamn wonder. So go fuck yourself. You live in this invisible world of psychology, none of which is existent. It exists only in your fucking heads, which is why you can't figure out such simple, basic shit. Oh, man, nobody else is going to see Patsy here. Oh, of course not. Hello? Patsy is balls to the walls delusional and smokes false hope every minute of the day. So I'll do a video later, provided they aren't chicken shits and fuck with me with technology, and I'll do a nice long video for you, Jurgen Ambiata, in regards to all of Patsy's mistakes. Not all, there's way too many, but fuckloads. I mean, the reality is, if we're going to make a contest out of it, which is what these agents do constantly, we're going to make a contest out of it. I love Horvat and her officers in comparison to all the rest of you. You know, 3 categories. Horvat and her officers, honeypots, not many honeypots, but some. And then the rest of agents and agencies here. You're all full of shit. American agents and agencies and German agents and agencies. I see that other agencies still know how to perform as agents and agencies. Doesn't mean I'm on board with Horvat and her officers, of course not. But I get along with them. The past is in the past. Everything is started at a new clean slate here, just like I told you out in Phoenix. And, you know, I base everything from here on out with Horvat and her officers, but when I've got Patsy here and her walnuts, just, you know, they haven't cleaned anything up with you. You're going to end up going down on their ship. I'm all done. This will probably be the last time I tell you, minus these agents affecting me for saying it. When you're this stupid, you are now on your own. Learn to swim. You are officially in the deep waters, and you don't have jack shit except yourselves, and you don't even know what you're doing. So, yeah, so I'm not with Horvat and her officers, but I'm sure as hell, you know, I like them better than I like everybody else here. So that's where I've always seen me and Horvat and our officers in the stalking ending, actually. And the FBI found this out last year. So, and then they tried labeling it as delusional. No, take a look at if the circumstances are real and true, and as I describe them, how do you think I am with Horvat and our officers? Let's see, you had every opportunity for catching them, and you didn't. That is a statement of agents and agencies. You have the amount of ignorance here in regards to agents and agencies. You fought to maintain your ignorance. So all done with agents and agencies here. So really, at the end of the day, what we have here is Patsy holding her vagina and her team of crushed walnuts, just not cleaning shit up. Hello? You can slap on whatever false psychology you want. It doesn't change my psychology, but I have pointed out my psychology. I have pointed out your mistakes with computer programs, and it's guaranteed another team of agents will get that shit cleaned up, which is one of the reasons why I'll probably end up going to the Russian consulate. They've tried labeling that as a threat. This is how stupid you are. You labeled my contacting your agencies in the first place as a threat. He's delusional, and he's approaching us, but he thinks it's real and true. That means he's a threat. You're totally off in outer space. First point is none of it was delusional. So Beata goes to the police station. She's been raped, and you label her delusional and a threat to the police. You're brilliant. That does not equal her being a threat. Strangely enough, she had learned her lesson and move on with life. Well, the police are stupid as shit. They're so stupid, they're dangerous. Not with you. You're holding me in, stalking, doing all of this shit, and then the FBI is acting like they're victims instead of cleaning their shit up. I'm going to eat their asses for lunch. Quote me, Patsy, in interviews. You're finished. You're going to stand out for the rest of the world as the idiot profiler you are. You have no chance. So my point here is, Jurgen, they're trying to sell it as a dick-waving contest. No, the one which I and Patsy get here is they will indeed go down in flames in interviews. You have believed everything bit by bit, like my parents here, lie by lie, and you have not rethought things through, reanalyzed. When you did, the only thing you do is you, quote, reanalyze with the same imagined profile. It's self-invented. It doesn't even exist. That is why you cannot see me in regards to common sense. Bare basics on that one. All they are doing is slapping on bullshit here. Everything. None of it's accurate. And then you're believing what they give you. So last time I checked, that would put you in a world of shit because only one of us is right about my profile, and it's not the FBI. So that's why they're trying to shut down interviews. What it gets down to is, well, you've got to die instead of me look bad. Fuck you, Patsy. Your ass is mine. Your ass is mine. It's finished. Here's a good point. I could point out all sorts of shit to you. What they will do before videos is they'll hit me up with certain points. These are important points. They will not affect my memory, and they know, of course, these are points I've looked at before. So then I'll do a video, I'll bring up the points. You seem to think I am not conscious about, well, they've brought the points up because they've wanted them discussed. Yeah, of course. I was noting this all the way back in Phoenix. It was never about what I wanted to speak about. It was always about what the agents in Phoenix wanted. And then they're just attacking me and affecting me heavily. This is why I got so angry. What's the point? Maybe at this point you're like, at this point apparently you understand, well, we've been sabotaging ourselves. We've been getting information late. We thought we knew in regards to certain things here, but we had no idea. Congratulations. My point is, going all the way back to Phoenix, they're trying to bump it out. I could have given you all the shit I'm giving you here and now. There is no agents have to bring it up with me. Yes, if it's talking points amongst agents, then obviously. But my point is, there's nothing but miles and miles of points I could bring up. Which proves all sorts of things, and the reason why I am not able to do it is because these agents have got a memory cage on me. This is proof that the memory cage works, by the way. They're not just taking, they've invented lies in regards to technology. That's always the lie and distraction. It has to do with them having a memory cage on me. I want to be real clear about this. I could bring up all sorts of stuff. And I do. When they let me be normal, I realize all sorts of shit, and then they erase it. It'll be months later they'll bring it up, but that's because they've already got their clever explanations prepared. That's not how reality works. It was the same way when I gave it to them 6 months before, and it's the same way when I bring it up now. Or 6 months down the road. Hello? How do you think it works? There's only one me. So if they've sold that they are actually the ones who know how to do this, and I think it's me, they've been lying through their teeth. I know how to do all sorts of shit here better than any of you. And I've pointed out your mistakes with technology in great detail, by the way, which I can do with any of them if they don't affect me. I do not need anybody's help for doing this. This is actually what's been going on the entire time and way since Phoenix. They've been getting all of this shit, but they haven't been passing on what they've been getting to you. Or else you'd be awake. I wouldn't be doing these videos. So now they've got me scrambling at the last minute of survival here. I'm looking at July 4th as, you know, for sure something's going to happen. They want to dump shit on patriots. So we're looking at July 4th. That's when I have to be out. So now I'm looking at the possibility of going to the Russians, once again, based on the actions of others. This is the circumstances you created with my wife, and this is what you've left me. Based on where shit is at here with this country and divine law, it looks like this country may not exist next year anyhow. So then they're trying to label that a threat. Once again, I haven't changed, but they are trying to sell false perspectives to everybody else here. Welcome to the wonderful delusional world of Patsy and her team of crushed walnuts. And delusional German agents who didn't think about things from my viewpoint. That is how we got here. Reading me with a imaginary psychology. That's exactly how you got here. Nobody's this delusional. Take a look at the shit you've chosen to believe about me. The entire point is you think I'm delusional because you believe it. It'll be just you with your delusional viewpoints in regards to me. Me, I'll be pointing my profile out, all of it, throughout interviews. People are going to be looking at me, and they're going to look at the wonderful world of the FBI here and German agents. How did that one get turned into for you? So that's a statement of fact. You will pay for your mistakes here once the interviews happen. You should have started thinking on your own ages ago, all the way back to Phoenix. So that is on you. All the way here, divine law. That is on you. That is on your agencies, period. You put yourselves here. At any point along the way, you could it's, you know, real simple to figure out where me and Monica were coming from. Never did it. You're balls to the walls, irresponsible, and incompetent. My point is, I'm dumbfounded, sprachlos. I've given you, you know, their mistakes, even right down to details. Shit I've given these agents along the way here. I can give you shitloads. And you haven't cleaned any of it up. So you're like my parents. You just take you just believe what you're told. And then when I speak the truth to you, you just make it fit all the lies you've chosen to believe. But you will indeed be going down on the FBI's ship here. So they've been promising to knock me off before interviews. That's your problem, Patsy. This is exactly what it gets down to. The FBI is so balls to walls incompetent and arrogant, they just go running around murdering instead of performing properly, intelligently, responsibly, and competently. That is what we got here. That is the reality of my shoes right now. So, we're going to see what happens here, but anything I do here is based on Patsy and her team agents having that cleaned up shit in the psychology department now. And anything I do is going to bring attention to me and right away. Are we clear? And I could have done this at any point in time along the way here. I know what I can do. I've known it the entire time and way. It's not what I want. I am not the one seeking conflict, but when you're this goddamn dangerous, then you've really created some very bad circumstances for yourselves. Strangely enough, your having power does not make you accurate, does not make you correct, it does not make you right. When you've screwed up and created these circumstances, the only ones who can clean it up are the ones who created it. You are the ones who have something to learn here, not me. I get you're all incompetent, dangerous fuck-ups. There's one more against your theory of my being an agency threat down the road. It's one more the FBI is constantly known about. Your balls to the wall's amazing. They must be lying through their fucking teeth about this technology. So, But the point is, anything they bring up, I can just point out the truth of it. I can point out how they are using these computer programs and selling bullshit about me. I've already done it. I've pointed out things to you that you've got to clean up going all the way back to year one. As 22 years in regards to one mistake in regards to the file, and I've given you several. Man, that changes the entire picture and landscape here in regards to my psychology and where I've been and how, and certainly your understanding of where I am at here and now and what's going on with the FBI and me. You haven't even done that much. So my life being in danger also involves you fucks. You are responsible for your own job performance. You do not get to blame Patsy and her crushed walnuts here. That is where I am angry at you. You go, well, you're just blaming it on us? No doubt you do, because this is how cheap you are. You understand billig? You're spinners. You just invent shit and then you go believing it. So you're so incompetent and irresponsible, you're actually dangerous. And it's all of you. So where do you think that puts me with Horvat and her officers? At least they are goddamn realists like me in regards to the world we live in. The FBI has just got it set for killing me instead of cleaning their shit up. You tell me the part of that that's acceptable. You went labeling me a threat, and now we've got very bad circumstances here with me and the FBI. I didn't create that. I've been trying to avoid your mess here. You've been keeping me in and creating it. So, man, the FBI is fucked here unless they get their heads out of their asses. They meant for alternative media, they even talked about having somebody broadside my car, get me killed in a car accident. One of their people driving into it to take me out deliberately. I'll tell you exactly where I'm at here. They just looked. Yeah, it could be, well, I'm with the President of the United States and talking here about the mess. I still wouldn't expose Horvat and her officers. That's where I'm at. This is between them and you all. You clean your fucking mess up, you fucking assholes. We clear, Patsy, you fucking dumb cunt? Fuck all of you. You clean your fucking mess up, you cunt. That's where I'm at. I wouldn't turn Horvat and her officers in at this point. You fucking do it. We clear? And for Jurgen and Biana, that's absolutely where I'm at. Patsy and her team of crushed walnuts, they're so arrogant and delusional. Patsy's so clueless. She bases my actions and shit based on her. I'll give you a perfect example. She actually thinks I'm coming back to this country. If you want proof Patsy is delusional, then there you are. I'm not going to say one more word about it. You want to believe Patsy on that one? Knock yourselves out. But when it gets there, just remember I fucking told you. So I see how this turns out with the Russians. But that's on the table. That is most certainly a possibility now, becoming a Russian citizen. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to be getting citizenship in another country. One way, shape, or form, it's happening. So that's about it for this video. I've got shit to do. Last point for German agents here. If you'd been intelligent, actually intelligent, you would have taken what I'd given you and added it all up from there and then started looking to double check and see if indeed what I speak of all adds up, which it does, because it's the only thing that is accurate here. And you haven't done it. You go reading into my smiling, you go reading into this and that, and you do it with a false psychology in the first place. But if you had actually been intelligent, and you had actually been about finding out what the truth is, determining what the truth is first, instead of your feelings and what you feel to believe here, then you would have done it. So you are guilty of all sorts of shit here, not the least of which is that you accuse me of being how you actually perform here. No, I do not suffer from a lack of intelligence, but you two do, as do German agents, period. Most agents. You have viewed me differently than I am in regards to intelligence in the first place and all along the way. And man, we can either do a video here about Patsy and all her fucking up, or I'll do it with the next group of agents. Patsy is not going to be a dust particle. She's going to be non-existent when I'm finished with her. Quite frankly, she will already be that way after interviews. That is the point. You live in your Disneyland of it's the word of God. Patsy said it, and her team of walnuts. Interviews is going to be a very real reality check for you. It will no longer be the word of God. Patsy is the word of God, and her officers are the word of God. No, it will be there is something wrong with Patsy and her ability to profile here. And what it gets down to is stubborn jackasses making an ego fest out of double-checking shit instead of actually performing as agents and double-checking. I'm going to smoke all of you in interviews. That's where you are here, and that's where you all are. My saying that is based on reality, not false hope. And when it gets there, that's going to be the difference. You're not going to be able to live in denial in regards to all sorts of shit here. You say we are. If you'd been agents, you would have questioned all sorts of shit here. Quite frankly, all sorts of shit here is in neon red. That's going to be the one that stands out for everybody. You went on believing false ulterior motives. Everything you invented for me. You just continued on with it. That doesn't change reality. Doesn't change everybody else's ability to grasp reality. You believed all sorts of lies about me. And you got there by not double-checking, agents. Get the fucking viewpoint yet? I guess not, since you haven't cleaned one fucking thing up. And you could have done it on your own. Since you're putting my life in danger with your fucking mistakes. If agencies ever get their heads out of their asses, I'll ask them to put your sorry asses in stalking. You left my life in danger just by being arrogant turds. Hello? Take a look at the shit that you didn't have right and take a look at why you didn't have it right in the first place. Me with honeypots. Once again, perfect example, but there's shitloads. I use that one because it just stands out beyond neon red. Go, well, your viewpoints don't make sense to us. That's because you're trying to read me with a fake psychological label, you dumb assholes. You've been doing it with everything. You read it into everything, you fucking amateurs. Fuck all of you. So, it's booked today, finished, sent off today, in interviews. Fuck Patsy, fuck her team of walnuts. And that's it for them playing victim. Fuck all of you. So something just came up and they erased the point. It was something about how German agents are right about something. And then you missed the point. Next point is I don't even know if you were right about it. The point is they erased it all. The point I have to make here is they are erasing stuff so I can't point out the truth of shit. That's all that is about. I've got no ulterior motives. When you understand that, you understand this isn't about me lying and manipulating. Why are you erasing points I have to bring up before I can bring them up? All they did was hit me up with a bunch of fake shit and erase the memory. Only part of it's accurate. Whole point is I'm the one trying to determine what's the truth here and what's accurate, and then they go blocking it and they hit me up with a fake computer program and they erase the whole thing. So they're going to pass on the fake shit to you. That's how that shit works. Because you don't double check your shit. You do not double check what you are told, fuck ups. Paid agents. You're going down on this ship. You're going down on Patsy's ship here. Any citizen would have been questioning things based on what I brought up. The only ones who have not and do not are German agents. You've gotten to your whole entire world of mistakes by not double checking your shit, agents. I have pointed. The next one is you seem to think that it's about my ego and it's this and that. How you can remain blind to the truth of your mistakes here and these agents here and mistakes made with technology and on and on. It's beyond imagination. The one that the FBI here gets is that the shit they are selling to you and what you are smoking is not going to hold up for anybody else that knows how to perform as a goddamn agent. You should have been questioning shit. You didn't perform as citizens off the street. You have made your mistakes pretending to be agents instead of actually contemplating shit and being agents. Again, you didn't perform as citizens off the street. You don't have to convince me you're agents. You go hit me up with shit all the time. Well, we're correct about this. You miss the point of what I am bringing up. Your way of determining truth is, that's the point. You're proving to yourselves you're right about something is more important. And that's the thing. I'm just using this as an example because this has come up. Is more important than looking at the words coming out of my mouth. In regards to this situation here, not all of it was accurate. But again, the reason why they wipe my memories is so you don't find out the truth. This will come up 6 months from now. Hello? They've been trying to make a game of, well, I'm prejudiced and I just slap my feelings onto shit. And they make a game of affecting me with technology for it, yet they don't have it. All they have are them smoking their own technology effects. Patsy affected me into believing, trying to. Like, it's a background feeling, like I'm dealing with Horvat and officers the entire time and way here, all day, every day. And what planet are you on? So you're amazing. But you believe this. You think I'm going to go pointing out all the... my point is, instead of cleaning up your mistakes, which you've made, you go creating more. So Patsy here is in a big mess. Man, she is all alone holding her own vagina right now. Her and her walnuts. Patsy's playing a game of I am lying and manipulating. You all are, not me. So they can take what they got here and they can shove it up their asses and yours. You're never going to get to the bottom of that shit now. And Patsy's clueless about herself. Patsy's an open comic book. My point is, I've given you everything. You ought to be focused on your mistakes and cleaning your mess up. Instead, you go making more and you go inventing more excuses. Everything here with technology is misdirection, and you end up giving yourselves false answers. There's nobody more incompetent than Patsy and German agents here. So that's it for the video. Fuck Patsy. She's got her problems. Book and interviews. Book's getting sent off today. And then interviews. Fuck you, Patsy. We'll see how good you look here for everybody else. Oh man, I'm going to enjoy that one. Wow, somebody doesn't know how to do profiling. Only people that think you're good are Germans. Man, fuck you, cunt. You're finished. Man. They're like, well, we're not doing as much. We're not attacking you as much now. So your guard is down. It's changed your viewpoint. Now you're on good terms with us. The fuck I am. I'm like, fuck you. You clean your mess up. I should be going free. Everybody should understand I'm not a threat to agencies in the future. Especially after the last 2 or 3 videos I've done here. You don't even have an argument on the point. Hello? Yeah, you don't even have an argument on the point. I've got to worry about them murdering me. Hello? Because we're stubborn and we're not going to clean up our mess. That'll teach them. Hello? No, you're going up in interviews. If I die before interviews, everybody else is going to know it for what it is. And interviews are happening sooner, not later. Quote me. And then from there, it's the wonderful world of reality. I'll be doing interviews. I won't be bringing up agency dirt. So Patsy and the FBI go right down the toilet instead of just sitting in it, which is how they are here. They'll be flushed down the toilet on that one. Then I'll be getting out of the country. I'll be working on my comedy romance. Yes, I'll look at prophecies and stuff too. But in terms of writing, my focus will be on the comedy romance. Because I just see the censorship is coming. That's going to be me living a quiet, successful life south of the equator. So all the way around, Patsy and her brilliant profiling here. I mean, that's the point. Everything stands against you in regards to what you believe that I'm an agency threat. This is going to be sent off to people who know me and have known me over the years, and you are the only ones who believe all of this shit about me. For everybody else, it's going to look as obvious as it is. So then the FBI's talking about knocking me off in front of everybody. Good luck. You're going to look as guilty as you fucking are. And it's been nonstop bursting the hernia. You had no business giving me the hernia in the first place. You have maintained the false psychology, have continued believing it instead of cleaning your mess up, yet your mess stands out beyond neon. Furthermore, it's shitloads. Everybody is going to get the truth here. Are we clear here? So that's it for me doing videos for agents. And I do mean it. Man, I am done with doing videos for agents here in America. Done, period. Keep fucking up, and that's it. When you go there and you do fuck up, there's consequences. Welcome to the real world. Instead of the world of, well, we can just fuck up like crazy and no consequences because we got the power to do it and get away with it. Wow. Welcome to the real world, Patsy. You're going up in flames. Option A or option B, you pick it, baby. But you're losing. You're going to be known for the fucking fake you are. You got that, you piece of shit? You fucking got it, you cunt?